My name is Sue Wolfe. I live just round the corner. I've lived in this area for over 35 years. I'm running for the Labour Party in Little Venice because I'm very concerned about the environment.
I'm Murad Qureshi. I'm standing in Little Venice ward to be the councillor for the Labour Party. I grew up in this neighbourhood. It's still where the family home is. I think it's a very precious place. It's a very pretty neighbourhood, and I think we want to maintain it that way.
My name is Iman Les. I was born and raised in Little Venice. I actually live on one of the estates. I'm currently in my last year of studying. I do economics and politics. This area is an area that I hold really, really dear to my heart.
Little Venice is already a very beautiful ward, but there are many ways in which we could make it greener. I happen to be a building professional currently carrying out research in conservation, and I'm very concerned about issues like the towers over my shoulder, which have been built without any consultation of local people.
I know if we had put residents first, monstrosities like these towers would not have come up in the first place.
If we were elected, firstly we would allow local people to present their views to planning committees, and we would make sure that large developments such as the one behind me are actually providing homes for local people and that are meeting their targets for affordable homes.
We've got developers developing housing schemes here in Little Venice where a one-bed flat is almost £1 million. I can safely tell you there's very few people in the city of Westminster, let alone in Little Venice, who can afford that. So we certainly want developers to provide a lot more affordable housing. 50% is the starting point for us, quite honestly. It's time residents and those who need protecting in our communities are reflected and represented better in a council in the way that it's never been in its whole existence.
It's important for Labour to win to firstly increase security. I think that policing is a massive, massive issue in the area, particularly on the estates where I am. You know, the police cuts have been savage.
We also want to start to build council housing again. For too long, that stock has been depleted. The more important issue, dare I say, for a lot of our residents is managing the housing much better. It's been a real shocker to hear the stories that we've heard about City West Homes and how badly it's been running things since the council has opted out of providing those services directly. We're committed to bringing that back in-house.
I live in the tower behind me, and I want to make sure that we have greater reassurance for the residents in terms of fire safety, particularly after what happened with Grenfell Tower. We want to make sure that it doesn't happen in our area and that we have greater safety from the local fire station.
That's critical to making sure our residents feel safe in their homes after the tragedy of Grenfell Tower next door.
It's very important that Labour wins Westminster, because when Labour wins Westminster, we will make sure that ordinary people have a say in how the council is run.
I'd like to think that I'm a representative for the young, and I urge them to come out and vote, make sure that they're registered, and finally make a change for Westminster for the many and not the few.
This is a unique opportunity. A council that has taken the residents for granted for many, many decades could well fall if everyone comes out and votes for the many rather than the few.
So please remember, on Thursday, May the 3rd, come out and vote for your 3 Labour candidates in Little Venice for the Westminster City Council elections. We're almost there. There's only a few hundred votes in it. We could easily win Little Venice, and if we win Little Venice, we could also win Westminster City Council.